Now, back here in this country, ongoing international efforts to punish North Korea for its latest nuclear test. South Korea's top nuclear envoy has lined up a series of meetings with his counterparts from the U.S., Japan, China, and Russia, where front and center will be Pyongyang's latest provocation. While coordination with all four is absolutely important, China's response is also very, very crucial, and Seoul is still pinning hopes on Beijing's role in the concerted efforts. Our Connie Kim joins us from Seoul's Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Now, Connie, we have the detailed schedules for the series of meetings now.
Well, Connyoung South Korea's top nuclear envoy Hwang Joon will be holding a series of talks with representatives to the six-party denuclearization talks involving the U.S., Japan, China, and Russia this week. And through the talks, Seoul is hoping to formulate an effective response to Pyongyang's fourth nuclear test last week.
The government is putting in all efforts to bring about a strong and effective UN Security Council resolution through the meetings with the US, Japan, China, and Russia. We're also working to form a united international response against Pyongyang's provocation.
First up on the list is a meeting with the US and Japanese top nuclear envoys Hwang Kim and Kimihiro Ishikane in Seoul on Wednesday. Discussion will likely focus on a strong and comprehensive UN Security Council resolution. The three are expected to call on China, North Korea's closest ally, to play an active role, as it now seems to be taking a more lax stance compared to immediately after Pyongyang's test. The South Korean nuclear envoy will then meet with his Chinese counterpart Woo Da-wei in Beijing on Thursday to get China's assessment of North Korea's claimed hydrogen bomb test and discuss the degree of sanctions that'll be agreed upon at the UN. Wrapping up the series of talks will be a bilateral meeting between Hwang and the Russia's Deputy Foreign Minister Igor Morgulov next Tuesday in Moscow. But discussions on possible responses to Pyongyang's nuclear provocation will not end there. Vice ministerial level officials from South Korea, the U.S., and Japan are set to meet in Tokyo on Saturday to deliberate on results of talks between their respective nuclear envoys. However, there are concerns the close cooperation between the three countries will make it hard for Beijing to take a strong stance against Pyongyang, as it will not want to lose risking its strategic asset. Connyoung?
All right, South Korea nonetheless has its hopes up for North Korea's only ally to join in on imposing sanctions on the reclusive state. Thank you, Connie.